It's Nathan from KBL Texas Homestead, and I want to welcome you back to the channel today. Today we are going to be shooting a propagation video. So I'm going to try to drop this on Wednesday. Today is Saturday the 28th, I believe. But I'm going to start a series, and I'm going to try to drop a video hopefully every Wednesday, maybe every other Wednesday. Just depending on how much footage I got and when I can shoot it. But I'm going to try to drop them on Wednesdays, and it's going to be propagating, everything propagating. Today, we're going to focus on propagating a peach tree. And I'm just going to show you how I propagate my peach trees. I've got two ways that I'm doing it. One way I've been doing it, a new way that I'm trying to do it. I'm not sure if it's going to take or not, but it's got a good start, so we'll see what happens, and I'll keep you posted as that moves along. Alright, so in order to prep these bottles for this propagation that I'm going to be showing you today, this propagation method, this is what I'm doing on my peach trees. I also do it with my fig trees, but I just take a water bottle. Any bottle will do. I just have an abundance of water bottles. We drink a lot of bottled water here on the homestead, and I'll take a bottled water. I take the largest drill bit I have in this little kit. This one is a 3/8 drill bit. I'll take my drill, mount the drill bit, and then you want to drill a hole in the bottom of the bottle. Now it's kind of difficult to do because the bottle wants to shift and move around. You just kind of gotta be forceful with it. Get it started. Once you get it started, it'll go right through. So you get that hole drilled in there, and now you have your entry point for your twig. Now I take my cap and I do the same thing. I'll pop a hole in the cap, the same size. Then you have a hole in the cap. You have a hole in the bottom. Line them up and pat out. Now what I'll do with the cap is now you gotta separate, and technically I guess you don't have to. I do it because it's easier to mess with. I'll take my knife and split the cap in half, or not in half, but just slit from one half to the front. And this way you can break your cap up, and you'll be able to open it up over the twig, stick it on, and then tighten it down on your cap. So I'm gonna cut this little piece off on the inside that got left by the drill. And there you go. Now, oh, sorry about that. I bet you that was loud. Now, you're ready to go. Put this on the tree that you're gonna propagate. So let's go do it. All right, so to show you how we do this, I'm gonna go ahead and propagate this tree for you. What you wanna do is pick out your spot where you're gonna propagate it. We're gonna do it about right here. So I'm gonna, just above this node, I'm gonna cut into the bark all the way around. Then I'm gonna go up about 1 inch and cut the bark all the way around. Then I'm gonna take the knife and very gently slit it down the middle from mark to mark, straight down. Then turn your knife at an angle, get underneath the bark, and slowly peel it away. You can see that. And you'll go the other direction and do the same thing. Get that all peeled off all the way around. Now you can see that some of that is real green and then some of it is white. So you want to get down to the white. All right, so you can see here that there's some brown, some white right at the tip there, and then there's green. All this green, you just want to take your knife blade and you want to scrape it. You want to get down to the white. You can see that now, how it's the white layer, then the green layer. You want it all white. So you want to take your knife, just turn it sideways and scrape all the way around this twig and get all the white showing. That's the cambium layer there. That's where your roots are going to take place. Okay, so once you got that all cleaned up and nice and white, then you're ready to put your bottle over the top. Okay, now that we've got to that point, we'll take our water bottle and slide it over the top of the branch. So let's scroll up. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. You're gonna take your bottle, slide it over the top, wiggle it around over the nodes, make sure it goes through the lip, and there you go. So we're gonna want it to sit about right there. All right. Let me move you back a little bit. So right there is about where you want it to sit. I typically like mine closer to the bottom of the bottle, but somewhere in the middle would work. Right around the top will work. Anywhere you want it. See, now this one is, the hole's a little bit big, so it's sliding over this branch pretty easy. So I'll take a piece of tape or zip tie or something of that nature and just put it right here to hold it in place wherever I want it. Now I'll show you how the lid works. So the lid, we've got our gap, our cut piece. You'll just take that lid, slide it over, then you can screw your lid on, and that'll enclose it, and you're good to go. So now let's go back to the table, and I'll show you how I prepare a second bottle for filling this bottle up with dirt. That just makes it a lot easier for me. Okay, so now that we're back at the working table, I'm going to show you how to prepare a second bottle of water or a bottle to fill the first bottle that we put on the tree and is ready to be filled for our propagation. So all I do is take my knife. I like to leave the lid on to start because it gets some air and you're able to poke your knife through there a little easier. So you're going to take your knife of any sort, any kind, and you're going to cut a slit in the water bottle. So now this slit, you don't want to go all the way to the end, and you don't want to go all the way to the top. I stop about 1.5 inches from the bottom and about 1 inch to 1.5 inches from the top. All I'm doing is creating an opening so I can pour dirt in, and then use this to pour dirt into my other bottle. So let's go fill this up, then I'll show you how to fill it up on the tree. All right, so now that we have our bottle prepped to receive some dirt, we are just going to take some of our dirt and start to fill it up. Just drop it in the cut that you made. Let it fill up in there. This just makes it easier to fill, right? Instead of having to fill through that little bitty hole and having to do it twice, because you're going to have to do it on the other one. You just take your dirt and drop it in there. Shake it around, get it to where you need it. Just keep filling it till you have it almost all the way full. So now I've got a bottle full of dirt. We're gonna go over to the tree and I'll show you how to take the dirt from here and fill up our other bottle that's already in place and ready for propagating. Okay, so I've got a zip tie here. I'm gonna get it started at the bottom of the bottle, and I'm gonna put the bottle into position where I want it, about there. Now the higher up or the closer the exposed layer is to the bottom of the bottle, the less dirt you have to put in there. So keep that in mind as you're placing your bottle. But I'm gonna place mine right there, and it's about 2 inches, 3 inches off the bottom of the bottle. Then we're gonna grab our dirt bottle and fill it up. We're gonna take this bottle with the cap off. I've removed the cap. You're gonna take the cap off of your dirt bottle and you're simply just gonna place it on top and fill it with dirt. Now it works best to do this when the dirt is relatively dry, because it'll just flow a lot better for you. There you have it. Okay, so now I'm gonna use none other than another bottle to fill this bottle with water. This is the water bottle. I've pre-filled it up and we'll pour it into the dirt. So the same way like you did with your dirt, just tilt your bottle up for easy access. Take your water bottle and pour in the water. Let that soak it up and you'll be good to go. Okay, so now you can take your cap that you moved up out of the way earlier. Go ahead and bring it on down. Spin it around, tighten it up, mash it down into place. Let the excess water out of our big hole that we drilled, let it run out so it doesn't build up too much. And you should be good to go. Now I'm gonna take a zip tie and go ahead and put it up here on this branch so that way it'll stay in place and it'll be where I want it and it won't pull down too much on this branch. And actually looks like I'll just be able to tie this one up in place and it shouldn't go nowhere. Perfect. So I saved the zip tie and I got it done. Now that's how I propagate my peach trees. All right, folks. Well, this concludes the first episode of Propagation Wednesdays. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. If there's anything that you do different, let me know. If there's anything you feel that I should do different, drop them in the comments. Let me know. I'm all about learning on this channel. I'm learning as I go. This is all new to me. I've been gardening and planting in a small scale for some time, This is my second year now on the homestead, and going on 2 years, and we're just, growing. We're trying to learn as much as we can, do as much as we can, and get to being as close to self-sustainable as possible. So again, thank you for joining. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, and stay tuned for the next one. Till next time.